No. Like, I like Espa, but not enough to go to a concert. It is a banger. It is a banger. I was just like, K-pop concert ticket prices are just so expensive. And I'm like, look, I like Espa, but I'm not spending a couple hundred just to get like a mid-seat. You know what I mean? Hello, please excuse the mess and the quality because I'm filming with my front camera instead. Just for a little update. I'm almost finished work. I've only got about 40 minutes left. And then I also I've been on that Coral Island grind, right? So first when I was grinding, I was like speedrunning romance with Raphael. But I write down like notes of like the temple offerings and then also things I need to build and the materials I need and shit. Well, it took 2 whole days, just 2 days, before my character and Raphael got married. And then we're currently winter 22. They had a kid. And I'm trying to catch a silver quality koi. That is like the bane of my existence right now. I literally got so fed up trying to get a silver quality one that I just stopped fishing for like 2 seasons. And now I'm like, fuck, I gotta catch up. It's pretty cold, so I'm in my hoodie. I think later tonight I might draw for a bit. I don't know, my life's pretty boring. This little vlog, I don't know how long it's gonna be, probably not very long. But I really want to nap, but it's like 3:30. I'm not gonna nap, otherwise I just won't sleep. But I would like to nap. I fucking woke up sweating, like my body covered in sweat. It's winter, it is freezing. Why was I sweating? I don't know. Like, I sleep with like 4 blankets, but normally I don't wake up sweating every day. And like the cats will cuddle up to me like they normally are. I don't know, there wasn't anything different. I don't know why I was sweating, but I'm fine now. It just wasn't a very pleasant wake up experience. My groceries come tomorrow. It's only like a small shop, so maybe I will show you me putting them away. I don't know. I plan on baking cupcakes, well, muffins, but I have to figure out when I want to do that because I really fucking crave some. Anyway, that's all from me. This is my second time recording this because my camera app decided to fucking close. So I just yapped for I don't know how long and okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm trying to end my reading slump with Prison Healer. I've been burnt out / in a reading slump for I think like a month and a bit. I did not read at all in the month of July. Unless maybe I did. When did I read Yellowface? I think Reckless was the last book I read. Which I did enjoy. But, I DNF'd Powerful, not because I didn't enjoy it, but because I found out that Lauren Roberts pretty much plagiarized her books. So that left a icky taste in my mouth, and so I no longer wanted to finish Powerful, and it's not really necessary to the trilogy anyway. And then I will be reading the last book when it comes out, simply because I want to fucking know what happens, but then I will not be supporting her anymore because the similarities from what she's plagiarized is crazy. Anyway, so that was really disappointing because I did really enjoy the series. But when I catch you, Lauren, when I catch you. So I needed something. Okay, I say fun as like loose term because this isn't necessarily fun in the sense of like, oh my god, it's so lighthearted. Apparently this is quite dark. My housemate read it and loved it, and she said the content can be a little bit dark, but it's obviously not, you know, horror dark or whatever, but like, you know, abuse of power, etc. Kind of what you expect in a prison system. So I will enjoy having some conflict and stuff like that. I do enjoy reading stuff that includes that because then the revenge and kind of rebellion feels just so much more satisfying. But she said it's a like quick read. I already have all 3 books in this, so looking forward to reading this. I'm hoping to finish it tonight. I normally, if I'm really in the zone, am able to finish a book in like a day, but because I'm just coming off such a burnout or such a slump, I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I think I've read 50 books so far this year, which honestly was actually just my initial goal anyway. The only reason I increased it to 100 was because I was like, yeah, why not? But frankly, my actual own like personal goal was actually 50. So I've reached that. But like, I don't really like putting a specific number or goal because of how much of a mood reader I am, and my fixations switch between different hobbies and things like that. And so I know that, like, you know, reading isn't always going to be my fixation. I just finished grinding, or at least what I wanted to grind in Coral Island. So now when I do feel like playing it, I can play it a lot more casually, and I don't need to play it for as long or as intensely, whatever. There was just like a certain status I wanted to get up to. I think my town rank is B, and it's pretty much just like finishing off a museum, and like I need to finish off the temple offerings and then explore the savannah, stuff like that. So it's like, you know, kind of getting towards further in the game, and then I think by the time I kind of catch up to all the new content and stuff like that that's been released, hopefully there'll be like another big update or something. I don't know. But like I'm no longer in a rush, basically. And what else? I figured like since my fixation on that has like died down, my next fixation was either going to be art or reading. And currently I'm not really that inspired to draw anything in particular. Last time when I was feeling more inspired, it was because of Hannibal, so I was wanting to draw things from Hannibal and stuff like that, or things just inspired by Hannibal. But now there's not really anything in particular I would like to draw, so I figured, okay, let's go back to reading. But then I'm like, what do I want to read though? So that's why I picked this up, because I want fantasy. I want something that has fantasy and has romance to kind of fill the void. I do enjoy romance. It doesn't need to be the main focus point, but I would like to read something with a romance. The only time I don't want romance in something generally is in horror. I do not care for romance in my horror. I don't like horror with romance in it. If I wanted like a type of horror content with romance, I would read dark romance. You know what I mean? But horror, I'm just reading it because I want the horror, I want the psychological, I want the scary. I don't want the romance. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not, but whatever. I did get my groceries. I said in one of my previous videos, like, of the vlog, that I would show you maybe, like, me putting my groceries away or whatever. Didn't do that. I was too tired. And kind of in a rush. But I did cook up sausages, just like a batch, so that if I don't feel like cooking, I'll just heat those up and have them with some bread and onion, you know, snag. And then I also got taco seasoning and mince, etc., stuff that you need for tacos because it was on special. So I'm gonna make white people tacos. I do one day want to try and make birria tacos. I've never had them before, but I see them. I think it's popular in like America. I always see them and I'm like, oh my god, that looks so yummy. And it's not really a thing here, or at least not that I've really seen anywhere I've lived. So I'm curious about those. And like, I like making tacos, like having hard shell tacos at home, but I don't like making burritos. I prefer to eat burritos from like GYG, and then if I'm gonna make something, I want to make like tacos and stuff like that. When I used to live with my dad, my brother only liked like soft tacos, aka like burritos, or they like those ones that just kind of sit and stand. I don't like them. I only like, for tacos specifically, I only like hard shell tacos. So whenever we had that, I was just like, ugh. So finally get to make something I actually want to eat, which is nice. What else? I got a lot of snacks. I think it's because, I don't know why I ordered a lot of snacks, maybe because stuff was on special, or I was just having like period cravings when I ordered it, I don't know, but I got a lot of snacks. I think it's because I still actually have quite a lot of food that's like frozen and stuff like that that I need to clear out and go through before I buy more, because I just don't have space. I cooked baked triple chocolate muffins. I'm waiting for my housemate to come home to bring me icing sugar because I forgot to order some. I can't believe I forgot to order some. Frankly, I think they're like the best part. You sprinkle it on top of the muffins afterwards. Mwah.
Soundstripe.
I just had a shower. Don't mind the sound of the fan. I didn't have to wash my hair, so tie that back up so I can do my skincare. Dude, having a hot shower when it's winter is the best feeling. I'm almost out of this that I'm from. I'm not gonna repurchase it because I feel like it didn't really do much for me. And like for layering, it was really annoying because it would just leave like the milky white on my skin, and it just took a bit longer to soak in. Which like isn't necessarily the worst, but yeah, this hasn't really done much for me. So I'm still looking for toners that actually really make a difference. I think for me, I need a hyaluronic acid toner. My skin likes hyaluronic acid, but I'm trying to like find other ingredients that my skin likes. I got the Black Rice hyaluronic toner. I have that as my next one. And then Skin 104 Centella Ampoule, almost out. I have a backup already, so when that runs out. Ooh. My skin is recovering from period breakout. Specifically like around my nose, it gets really, it's just this side mainly that like got really fucked up, but it's fine. And then I'm also trying out mixing bean essence. It just kind of feels like the CosRX snail mucin. I don't really don't know if it does much for me. It obviously hasn't irritated me, so like I don't dislike it, but I don't know. I think it'd be nice maybe when the weather is a bit hotter, I'll continue using it, because it's cold and my skin gets drier, I'm more irritated. I have the Skin 104 Probiotica Intensive Ampoule because I really fucking need that soothing, but it's really weird. So I feel like the best way to get product in is to squeeze out, put it in, and then let go, instead of like just squeezing it inside the bottle. Like it just doesn't get as much. This way I feel like is the way you can get the most in the dropper. Weird packaging, but I like it, and it's nice and thick, so it really hydrates, and I feel like it does soothe quite well. I have acne prone, sensitive skin. I just break out. The only thing that's actually stopped me from breaking out is when I took birth control, but it's expensive, so, and like I don't actually need to take it currently, so I'm almost out of this. Oh, I might actually be out. Okay, I was using the Pecan. I love to use my backup moisturizer. I don't remember what I got for my next moisturizer, but that's all done. And last but not least, the Pear Acne Cream. This is the best, okay? This shit is the best. You don't need a much. Like, whoever came up with this idea, thank you. Godsend. Because most like acne creams are super dry, and it just dries your skin out, it's harsh. This, super nice, super gentle, and just, oh, beautiful, I love it. And that's it. Squeaky clean. I have a little reading buddy. And I was also eating, oh fuck, wait. I'm also eating, oh my god, oh my god. Muffin and ice cream. I'm really enjoying the prison healer so far. You can look at him while I talk. I'm at page 128, 129. What's up? I'm really enjoying it. I really like, honestly, like the main character. So I like Kiva, I like Tip. Oh my god, I love Tip. I'm liking Jaren. I hate his fucking name, but I'm liking him. He's funny. Also the royal siblings, I'm intrigued by them. And then Navi, we stand Navi. I love her. But I love plots with like trials. I love trials, okay? Give me high stakes. I love that shit, okay? Thank you, Hunger Games. And stuff that was inspired by I love trials. And like big tournaments. I'll eat that shit up. But yes, I'm really enjoying this. I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight, because it's already like, well, it's almost 9. And I normally sleep by about midnight, so I don't feel as dead for work. So, probably won't finish it. I'll definitely finish it tomorrow, because I am thoroughly enjoying this. I'll continue reading with this little man. And my next update will probably either be wherever I get up to tonight before I sleep, or when I finish it. Whichever one comes first, I don't know. But I will see you guys, and this little guy, I'll see you guys later. It's currently almost 1 a.m. But fuck, I put the book away. I finished The Prison Healer, and so tomorrow I'm gonna start The Gilded Cage. That was so good. Okay, fucking 5 stars. That shit obliterated my burnout and my reading slump. I demolished that. Are you kidding? Like, the end of... Bro, I like cried, well, like teared up at like parts, and fucking, oh my god, her and Jared, oh my god, it was so good. So all the tropes that I devour, okay, and like I can't wait for like further betrayal that is either going to happen in the second or third book. I'm going to assume in the second book, but like tropes that I love in like fantasy and shit, nom 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 nom. I'm eating that shit up, okay? Eating that shit up. And like there's obviously still funny moments, there's like moments and stuff, and like there was a part where I fucking knew who Jaren was. Okay, I knew from the beginning because I was giving commentary to my housemate, and I was like, you know who else? And I was like, what if he's like, and then like later when it's confirmed, I'm like, I was right. I was fucking right. Anyway, that was really, really, really fucking good. I am going to devour this tomorrow. Honestly, I think I'm gonna finish this trilogy in like 3 days. Like, oh my god. So okay, on the back. Oh my god. On the back of the Gilded Cage, it's a him or us, them or us. Oh my god, so she has to pick between the boy she's in love with or her family? Stop. Stop. Now, currently, like, fiction, I'm like, yeah girl, pick Jaren, okay? He fucking saved your life, like, multiple times. He was the one that is actually... He's the one that's the reason you're actually still alive, whereas your family fucking didn't do shit. But in real life, who knows? Like, if it was your dad, you know, pick your dad. But, like, the rest of our family, nah, fuck them. Pick Jaren. Him, Tip, Nari, come on. Mott, if he's actually still alive. I really hope he's still alive. He's a king. We love him. I have so many thoughts, but also I don't know how to articulate them. I need to sleep. I need to be asleep, but I'm so wide awake because of how good that book was. My friend said she thinks the first book is the best in the trilogy, and to be honest, I find with most trilogy, series, whatever, the first book normally is the best. Not always, but they do tend to be the best, because it's like, you know, the start of everything. But, it was so, I'm so happy and satisfied that my slump is over, because I was so burnt out from just reading and like everything. But I'm back on my bullshit. I'm still probably gonna stick with fantasy and romance just for the moment, because I don't want to risk kind of falling back into a slump or burnout. Because I was branching out a bit outside of what I normally enjoy reading. And I think that might be what put me in a slump. I'm not sure. It could have also just been autistic burnout. But that was really good. I think after this, I'm going to buddy read this small town romance series with my housemate. And then I kind of want to keep going through my physical books that I have. And then, like, before I buy more. So I'm going to slowly make my way through books that I have. Yeah, I think after The Prison Healer, I might start the Caraval trilogy, or When the Moon Hatched. I am also very intrigued by that one. I don't want to read, like, something really heavy. I'm curious about Lee Bardugo, The Familiar. I pre-ordered that before I found out she was like, I'm politically neutral. And I'm like, you're a fucking dumb bitch. But anyway, we'll see. It's whatever I'm in the mood for. Currently, this shit is fucking... I need to just like absorb it into my brain. But I unfortunately have to sleep. Oh my god, it was just so good. It was so good. Like, so the last book that I gave 5 stars was Reckless. I think it's like a Powerless trilogy, whatever. Fuck Powerless. Prison Healer is where it's at, okay? Fucking obliterated. I think this might be a new favorite series. Doesn't beat the Poppy Paw for me, but they're both very different. So it's like they're also kind of not comparable. But the Poppy Paw has like a very special place in my heart. But Prison Healer, so good. Oh, I just love like high stakes young adult fantasy where like they go through the trials. So she had to go through the 4 trials. The Hunger Games has the trials, you know. Although it's funny because when I was younger, I didn't like the Hunger Games, and then I rewatched it this year, and I fucking loved it. So your taste changes as you get older. In Powerless and stuff, like how they have the trials, I love trials in fantasy. I did like the Maze Runner movies. I never read the books, and then what was the one with Theo James? Divergent. I liked Divergent. I should probably read like the other kind of classic young adult dystopian fantasy, whatever, that have trials, because I know I'm going to eat that shit up. I know I need to read The Selection and Shatter Me. Normally I read more adult rather than young adult. But like, I actually think young adult might be my preference, but like actual young adult, which means no spice. No smut for you freaks. If I want smut, I'll go on like Tumblr or AO3, you know what I mean? But I love young adult. But I think the main reason why I stopped reading young adult is because I am no longer considered young adult. I would be considered an adult because I'm 24, turning 25 in a few months. So like, I'm no longer a fucking 17-year-old. I'm not going to relate to a fucking, like, 16, 17-year-old in a book. Granted, I'm not going to relate to them anyway, because they're a fucking protagonist in a crazy fantasy story, but still. It's like I stopped reading shoujo manga, or, like, most of it, because a lot of the time it's, like, high school, or even university. And I'm like, brother, I graduated, like, 3 years ago. Wow. That, like, reinvigorated me. I was so, like, low energy and tired all day, but that reinvigorated me, and now I'm just awake. I've been watching, well, having in the background. Earlier in the day, I was listening to Books Are Sick, and then I started to watch Static Wool. They're an artist on YouTube. I just really like their content because they do a lot of physical art as, like, traditional art as well. Right now, I just love watching people do work in their sketchbooks. It's so satisfying. That's about it for now. I like want to stay here and keep talking, but like I have nothing else that I really need to talk about, and I need to sleep. I am a very chronically sleepy person. I sleep a lot. I start work at like 12, so I have an alarm set for 11:45. Just to give me a little bit of time to like get my senses and stuff, and like, you know, brush my teeth and whatever, go to the toilet, or even just lay in bed for a bit, and if the cats are cuddled up with me. But I like to sleep at least 10 hours normally, if I can. And normally I can, unless like I have to go be somewhere, but I work from home, so I don't really need to like physically be somewhere. But like I can't function on little sleep. I need to have lots of sleep. And like I could nap fucking every day, all day. Like if I could sleep my entire day away, I probably could. It's probably
because I'm anemic or whatever the fuck, but I'm not a doctor. I haven't had a blood test in God knows how long, so I should probably get that done. But doctors are expensive. Okay, then they are, but also like your health is important. And I think it was like last year, I was going to the doctor pretty regularly, just for my antidepressants and stuff. But that was when I had kind of the money to, because I wasn't living out of home yet. But now I'm like, we're gonna put that off. But whatever. I haven't been buying books anyway, so instead I've been just doing art sometimes, playing game. Although I am consistent and I do still cook pretty regularly for myself, which is good. One thing I noticed is like, so when I lived at home with like family and stuff, I didn't really cook. Because, you know, family, your parents will cook. Sometimes I would cook for myself, like, you know, if they weren't already cooking dinner or whatever. Like, I could cook, but if I cooked, I also had to kind of consider, like, other people in the house, what they were going to cook, etc., blah, blah, blah. I didn't always get to choose, obviously, what we were eating for dinner, etc. Whereas now, living on my own, I have full control over what I'm eating, which is both a good and bad thing, because part of it is, like, you want to consider your health. You want to consider, like, making sure you're not eating shit and, like, junk every day. But also, if you want to eat shitty food and junk, you can, because, like, who the fuck's going to stop you? I would say I eat, like, relatively fine. Like, a lot of rice. I have, like, carbs, like, you know, rice, bread, eggs. I'll have meat too. What do I normally eat? I don't know, it depends. Sometimes I'm just lazy and I'll, like, reheat something frozen or whatever. But, like, my diet's not super different from when I was living with my mom. When I lived with my dad, it was a lot more bland, but that's just because he didn't really have the energy to make intricate meals or whatever, and my brother's taste palette was quite, I don't know, limited, I guess. But being able to cook what I want to eat has been really nice and more motivating for me. So, oh fuck. Okay, I've been yapping for about 13 minutes, and I think I'm now progressively getting sleepier. Hopefully you can actually hear me. Because again, I'm too lazy to grab my fucking mic. But perhaps I will also vlog me reading the next 2 books, and then that should be the end of the vlog. Because I'm kind of vlogging through the week. But finally, maybe I'll have book content again instead of being sad and burnt out. Anyway, it is now 1 a.m. Good night, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully we will devour this tomorrow, and maybe even start the 3rd book. Who knows? We'll see.
I'm gonna start The Blood Trader. I did not start it last night because I was like, I need to sleep. It was midnight. I was like, I need to fucking sleep. I didn't sleep. I instead watched Huda Beauty makeup videos, like her videos, because like I just like her, and then I fell asleep. So I am going to start it today, and I finally hit 100 books on Goodreads. Not like my reading challenge for this year, but like I just hit 100 books in general. So I only started tracking my reading last year. I have to sneeze. Never mind, no I don't. That's depressing. But yeah, I only started tracking my reading last year, and so since I've started tracking my reading, I hit 100 books, which is cool. I'm not really like aiming for a goal or anything in terms of like tracking my reading or whatever, but like it's just nice, you know? Like I've definitely read way more books in my lifetime, but I wasn't always tracking them, obviously. I just kind of was like, cool, I read a book, next one, you know what I mean? What's wrong with my nose? Anyway, obviously gonna finish this today, okay, because I will die if I don't. They're all about the same size, so I'll definitely be able to finish it today. I might still draw later, so I'll probably listen to the audiobook, but I'm keen. Obviously after I finish work, but I'm excited. I just got my July Illumicrate box. They really popped their fucking pussy on this one, on the merch. So excuse how I look. I woke up literally like 40 minutes ago. So I've got this really cute lipstick holder. So it's got like a magnetic clasp, and then like that's so cute. I don't know if I'd really use it because I already have like a little makeup bag, but in the event that like, you know, I'm only using like a small handbag for something or whatever, this would be really convenient because I've always got to bring my lipsticks or lip glosses or whatever with me. If there's any makeup product that I bring with me like in my bag anywhere I go, it's always lipstick, so this is convenient. It wouldn't fit like tall lip glosses, liquid lipsticks or anything, but if you've got smaller ones, like a typical kind of lipstick size, then this will be good. And then these really cute magnetic bookmarks. Also, I just love the card, like the design on the card already is just so pretty. So those are really cute. Always good to have more bookmarks, obviously. And then, okay, I'm gonna switch it around. A fucking desk mat. Like, that's crazy. And also just so gorgeous. Obviously inspired by The Phoenix Keeper, which is the book for this July box. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The inside is really pretty. I really like this. Like, oh, that looks so good. It's a romantasy, so I'm actually really excited to get to that. As we know, I'm trying to work through my physical books, so I will obviously be reading this at some point. Also, who's she? She's hot. Anyway, love that. But the best item, the one they really popped their fucking pussy on, is a fucking reading journal. Like, you're kidding, right? Oh my god. And like, it's already like printed inside, right? And they have like different little mythical illustrations. There's a fucking Poppy War one, bitch. Where is it? And like, it's good because you can literally use this like anytime in a year. Okay, it's before this one. Poppy War! I literally screamed. Anyway, like, it's stunning. It'll last you the whole year, like, so that'll be my reading journal for next year, and it saves me the effort of having to draw stuff myself. Even though I don't mind, like, you know, doing layouts and stuff myself, I feel like my creativity gene is just, like, dead right now, so this is really nice. It's a really nice quality, and beautiful color. The foiling is gorgeous. Just everything, like, this box is crazy good. Okay, they popped their pussy. Anyway. He just left me. Oh, you can't probably. Okay, guys. So, I finished the Prison Healer trilogy last night. I was too busy screaming about it to my housemate. to record a video of me. But it was such a good trilogy. I devoured it, all 3 books in 3 days. That's crazy, but it was so good. And like, I knew it was gonna have a happy ending, and my housemate was trying to convince me, like, oh, you don't know, like, what if? And I'm like, no, I know for a fact there's not anywhere near enough deaths happening. Like, we're in the 3rd book, you know. I was like, no, we fucking good. And I was right. It is a happy ending. And like, I love the like low-key pairings of characters and stuff like that. And it just, it was good. It was satisfying. And I'm like, honestly, I could happily have like a novella of just like slice of life of like just how they are like now, like after, like, it was so good. Whole trilogy, 5 stars. Like, so my housemate, she saw the 1st book. She's like, like the 1st book's probably the best. For me personally, I actually really liked the 2nd book because of the amount of twists and like emotional fucking whiplash that I got. So I think the 2nd book is probably my favorite, but I really enjoyed the whole thing. And like, I can't believe how quickly I finished that trilogy. It really did heal my reading slump. And so last night I was trying to go through my physical books that I have like on my shelf, and I was like, I kind of want to read something. Oh, hi, Bandit. He's purring so loud right now. What are you doing? Anyway, he's distracted me. I was like, I want something with romance. I want something with spice. I was in the mood for a bit of spice. I want some smut. And like, yeah, I have fanfiction for that, but like, I was like, I need to read a book. And I was looking at my shelves, and I forgot I had the fucking Poisoner. Like, this has been high up on my TBR ever since I got it, because it's such a beautiful paperback. I'm still really sad that I didn't get the signed author hardback in time, like the pre-order, but paperback is also really nice. And I think I'm only like a few chapters in, but I'm loving it. What chapter am I up to, actually? What did I get up to? Like, I'm chapter 6. Love. Oh my god, the love interest so far, like any glimpses we've had of him and interactions, oh my god. This is so my taste so far. Perhaps not all of the kinks or whatever that happen, I don't know, I haven't gotten that far yet, but like just the characters themselves and the dynamics, love, okay? The main character, I am her, she is me, okay? She's pale, dark hair, doesn't generally look approachable because she's always wearing black, hello? Like, me as fuck. And her best friend, generally wearing much brighter colours and stuff. Hello, pretty much all my female best friends. Like, so, love. And it's funny because, again, normally I'm not really into blondes, right? Like, in books and stuff, I like dark hair. But I blame the prison healer for this, because you have Jaren and Calden, blondies, but they're so good. And then this motherfucker, I think part of it also because he's a vampire. Alright guys, so I finished The Poisoner, and I didn't realize it was fucking book 1. So I'm fiending for it, because obviously the ending isn't going to be like, you know, super satisfying or whatever in the sense of like closure, because you got to lead on into the next book. And I'm like, oh, I will say, so I think, or at least from what I saw, a lot of the marketing for the book is like, oh, it's super spicy. There's like trigger warnings, there's like a kink list and stuff like that. And the inappropriate use of rice, I wouldn't say it was inappropriate use of rice, I think it was just not a great use of rice. It wasn't a kinky thing, but I would say the spice was something like maybe a 3 out of 5. Like, it was kind of like middle level of spice, and that's coming from me. It could also be, I've read a lot of dark romance, I've read a lot of fan fiction, so my tolerance for spice and a lot of kinks and stuff is quite high. But like I didn't think it was that spicy. I still enjoyed the book. I loved the gothic atmosphere and the tension and stuff. But yeah, towards the end kind of annoyed me. Not necessarily like the end, but just kind of when you were leading towards the end, like the last kind of bit of the plot. I was just like, what are we playing at? Like, this is kind of I was just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? What are we playing at? Like, I don't see the point. But I think, obviously, when the second book comes out, I'll probably be able to make more sense of it or whatever, I don't know. But the next book I'm going to start is When the Moon Hatched. First of all, because it's just such a pretty paperback. This is just a simple, like, I pre-ordered this from Booktopia before they fucking closed it, like, when it was still a huge store. It was just a paperback. It wasn't advertised or anything as, like, signed, but my copy is signed. I'm shook, because, yeah, I just bought, like, it was as if I just went to, like, any bookstore and just bought a paperback, and then, like, you know, it wasn't advertised as signed or anything, so I was like, okay, I'm ready to start, and I opened, like, the first, and I'm like, holy fuck, it's signed. So that's super cool. This one is a lot more obvious in the sense of it is the first book of the series, because, I mean, on the back, it says the Moonfall series on literally the second page, Moonfall series 1. So, like, I know this is only the first book, so I'm keen for that. I think maybe I will annotate it. I don't know, because I think it's like, it's not high fantasy, but I feel like there's going to be, like, a lot of world building and stuff, so maybe I'll annotate it and take my time with it, maybe. Because, like, the last 4 books I've read, I've kind of just, like, sped through. I didn't annotate or anything like that. So maybe, like, I'll take my time with this one. Because, I don't know, I really feel like I want to actually, like, absorb this one. Because fantasy, romance, fucking dragons, like, do not talk to me about Fourth Wing. I refuse to read it because fuck Rebecca Yarros. But this will be honestly, my dragon book is Lord of the Rings. So I really like as well that where is it? Like, you get little illustrations of the chapters and stuff. And like, so it's a big book, right? But it's only like 541 pages. And there is a trigger warning list, which is at the back. She says at the start, if you need to read the trigger warnings, that it's at the back. So, you know, you are warned about it. So let's see. Blood and gore, expected. Death and violence, expected. Sexually explicit. Oh my god. Torture. I mean, I feel like that comes with blood and gore. Implied threat of sexual assault and sexual predator. Explicit language. Cruelty toward a creature. Abduction of an adult. Implied off-page and post-recounting, death and childbirth, implied off-page, abduction and trafficking of minors, implied off-page. I really like that she's saying it's implied and it's off-page, okay, because more authors need to do that shit. Miscarriage, implied for a secondary character, and off-page. I love that, actually. I really like that trigger warning list, like how it's laid out. So it's saying it's implied, it's off-page, so like, if it's content that, you know, you can't deal with reading, but you're okay with it technically being a part of the plot, like, stuff like that is really good. So, I'm excited. I'm gonna start this today. I'm not gonna finish it today. It's a thick, chunky book, and if I plan on annotating it, it's gonna take me a fucking while. But I slept 14 hours, so I'm keen. So, I will maybe update you, or, I don't know, technically it's been a week, I think, since I started vlogging, but I may as well keep going. So, we will see how that goes. Oh.